As we watch him in these playoffs, especially after that masterpiece in Game 2 where he shot 79% from the field on pretty much jumpers, people are now been saying, man, Kawhi Leonard's amazing. Kawhi Leonard's amazing. I've been sitting there saying to myself, oh, yeah, that's what I've been saying. But one of the people that actually discussed Kawhi Leonard was Carmelo Anthony on his podcast, 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. And if you know anything about Carmelo Anthony, he was also an offensive powerhouse. And he had all the moves. And Carmelo Anthony, as he's talking about it, he basically began to break down why Kawhi Leonard is so difficult to guard and the part of his game that seems to be a lost art. And as I'm listening to him, I'm like, this guy's perfectly explaining why Kawhi Leonard is like a modern day Kobe / Michael Jordan. So what we want to do is we're going to play exactly what Carmelo Anthony had to say about Kawhi Leonard's game. And then we're going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to Carmelo here.
And utilize it a part of the game that nobody else can utilize. The mid-range is his money.
Mm-hmm.
He's efficient. He's effective. He gonna get to his spot. You don't know how to guard that because you don't guard that.
No.
You don't defend that. You don't practice how to defend that.
And it's
So
simple
you got somebody
buckets,
who kind of mastered those spots. This is what we said with Kawhi. I'm just gonna get to my spot, left, shot fake, boom, jump into you, get to my spot, post fade. Like, he making the game super simple.
He make it look easy. Like
because we don't see that in the game today. So when you see it, you got to really lock into somebody who's in those areas in the ISO situation. You got to really pay attention as a fan, right? So that's why it looks so crazy because we ain't seeing that no more today. And he's one of the ones who know how to operate and wants to operate in those areas. He's playing D. I mean, he's always been a defender, but he's healthy now. You know what I mean? Switches and, he's moving. Laterally, he's moving. He got his bounce back, his pop. Kawhi's good, bro.
Yeah, he's better than good.
Yeah,
man.
I mean,
He's great.
He's Kawhi's special. Always been special. I love watching Kawhi play because I know the essence of how he plays.
Yeah.
And
You're like the mid-range Mr. Miyagi, right? Like you watch your joint.
I mean,
So, like as the master of it, as one of the masters of that area of the game, why is that specific part of the court so difficult to guard in this day and age? It feels like everybody either goes for threes or gets to the rim or tries to get fouls or step backs, but simple 1-2 dribbles in the mid-range, especially when you're efficient, just seems like it's an unguardable thing. And we're seeing it with Kawhi.
Yeah.
We've seen it with you. Why is it that part of the court is so difficult to stop?
because for now you want space. Everybody wants space. You want to space the court. So now that it's space and you got somebody who can navigate within that open space, it becomes super easy in the sense. Like, it's so much space. If I know that I'm able to do that, if I know that I'm allowed to do that, I'm playing the in-between game. Not every time I want to go to the rack. Not every time I want to shoot a three. I want to be able to operate in these dimensions over here. And it's so much space out there with James and doing what he's, you know what I mean? Zubac is playing like he's playing well. So now, because you don't practice that, you don't practice how to guard that, you can't switch nothing. So you on the island. So whoever is on you is on you. Right? And it's me and you because they're not double teaming. They're not sending a guy.
They're not going to send somebody from the corner.
No, they're not doing that. It's mano with mano. And may the best man win in that situation.
So you heard what Carmelo had to say there. Here's some thoughts as I was prepping for this particular segment. As I was thinking about that, and I was listening to Carmelo, I now said to myself, now what I want you guys to do is just think about how much better Kobe and Jordan were than Kawhi. I want you guys to think about it. I want you guys to just, if you need to play the audio back of Carmelo, listen to it again, and then come back to this point of video. Listen to what he said. Apart from the fact of his moves and all of that, he talked about the way he can operate and the spacing and all of that. So if Kawhi is as good and as efficient as he is, and he's damn good because of the nature of the game today, imagine just how much better Kobe and Jordan would have been in an era, or rather, if we think that Kobe and Jordan are so great, imagine that they were doing that in an era where there was poor floor spacing and more physicality. Go look at Kobe Bryant highlights with his fadeaways. Go look. Everybody's next to each other on the court because the floor wasn't spread out. And these guys were hitting incredible jump shots. Imagine if Kobe had the amount of space and freedom of movement that a Kawhi has today, with better ball handling, more moves, could play angles better, and had better body control in the air. He just seemed a little bit more slithery. Imagine how much better he would be. So for as great as we think Kawhi is, and he is damn good, it also reveals to you just how good Kobe and MJ truly were. And what's even more spectacular about Jordan was his game was just predicated on twos. Jordan barely shot any threes. Barely. It was crazy. I forgot the amount of threes he made that year when he scored 37 a game. It's crazy. So as we appreciate Kawhi, we understand where he got it from. And we also pay homage to just how good those guys were. Because if you're looking at Kawhi and saying, man, this dude is incredible. This dude is incredible. It's like, yeah, we saw some guys that played before like him that are better. Now, Kawhi ain't no slouch, but those dudes were better. If you airdrop Jordan into today's game, it would be unfair. If you airdrop Kobe in today's game, Kobe could comfortably average 40 points a game. Comfortably. I saw him average 35 and a half when teams were scoring like 100. 102. Today's teams are scoring about 115. Who are we kidding here?